What's going on, party people? Party people! Welcome to Panaloids, Comic Books, and more. Whether you're live or catching the replay, we appreciate you tuning in. I'm Pierre, your host. Kyle's running the show behind the scenes. Dimitri keeps us grounded. I still got to figure that out. I mean, you know, I think we got to find something for Dimitri. And Jeremiah is packed with comic knowledge. That's always true. Subscribe, follow, and leave a review. It helps a ton. Join our Discord for nonstop comic talk. Shout out Comic Talk. We're live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So let's get into it. Before we get into the nerdy news, I think Dimitri comes with the hot takes. I think that's his thing. He definitely comes in with the hot takes, especially now that his mic's
hot take time machine.
We figured out the lag with Dimitri. We gotta get something for him. So
you never know.
Tribal chocolate. Nerdy news. Magic the Gathering's upcoming Secret Lair release features SpongeBob SquarePants characters in 3 unique card packs. If that's a thing, pretty much anything could be. What IP would you like to see Magic adapt next? I'll go first. Cement Man. Kyle?
Pokemon, because it would be ironic.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that.
That would be good.
Has Magic gone too far with SpongeBob now? But to answer your question, Saga.
Oh,
that would fit, actually.
That's very good. That's very, very good. Dimitri? There's no lag, so you've got to be ready.
I don't know what we're doing, so I'm going to say Garfield the cat.
Hey, that would be good. That would be really
not
good
bad.
too.
Listen, any IP is up for grabs. So really, I mean, if so-called any IP is up for grabs, but yeah,
Saga would be good, but also Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd would actually fit Magic really, really well.
Okay. Yeah, I think the SpongeBob one's a little bit of a curveball because I don't get it. Like, it's always been like very like, I don't know. I guess it just opens it up for more. So I'll give you that. Gigantic in the chat, Care Bears.
I could see it.
I would like that. I would like that a lot. Especially like you have like, I don't know, Happy Care Bear, and like someone's like, oh yeah, you got that? Boom, he hits you with his own Care Bear, like Luck or whatever. I don't know what their names are. If that's
and then
gonna be
Lilith
the case,
just comes in and murders everyone.
I need My Little Pony. If we're gonna have that.
That's
you get someone riding a pony. Come on, let's do this. I don't even know how to play Magic for the record. It's too complicated.
Yeah,
we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Marvel 1943: Rise of Hydra is aiming for a Christmas 2025 release, according to a Black Panther actor. Which characters would you like to see cameo in this game? Can I just say before we start naming the characters, I'm going to grade this game before it comes out, and I think it's going to be a 2 out of 10. Like, it's going to be really, really bad.
I was going to say
really
6.
Bad. It's going to be bad. Yeah. Expectation for this game is very low, but that just means the bar's low. Everything can be a lot higher than that. So that's exciting. What characters would you like to see in this IP?
Armin Zola, Howard Stark,
and
I want to say Baron von Strucker. But this isn't connected to the movies at all, right?
No, it's just
so then they can do Strucker.
Yeah,
give me Strucker.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like that. It's a good Jeremiah with all the knowledge. Give me Daredevil. That doesn't make any sense at all. I know.
Time travel. No, I think the easy answer is Wolverine. That's just the easy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that Sabretooth. Wouldn't it be funny if instead of giving us Wolverine, they gave us Sabretooth?
I'd take that. I would take that. Yeah, he comes in just smoking a cigar. Like, you see the cigar, and then you're like,
and you think it's Wolverine?
Yeah. I'd take that.
I like that idea.
This is Samson, by the way. Samson changed his name after I made a clip of him harassing Dimitri. He changed his
Samson,
name just to be safe.
in the chat, Jonathan Majors as T'Challa's father. Jonathan Majors, we gotta cast him in something. He's trying to find a spot for him somewhere.
Tachanka.
Yeah, he's struggling. We're moving on. Christopher Nolan offered Robert Downey Jr. the role of Poseidon in the Odyssey, but he declined in favor of Avengers Doomsday. Would you have rather he gone the other way? I can see it. I can see him as Poseidon. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can see it. But
Do I get to pick Doom? If I get to pick Doom, then
well, who are you going with? Who are you going with as Doom?
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, that's everyone's choice. That's everyone's like, what? It didn't go with Cillian Murphy? Like,
if it wasn't Cillian Murphy, leave it as Robert Downey Jr. just so I can see what happens. But yeah.
I feel like we need to understand, right? So they auditioned. Both actors auditioned. Robert Downey Jr. did probably such an incredible job with his audition that they were like, let's fucking go. So I know, like, I kind of am like on the fence on like if this is going to be a good idea or not, but like, you got to give him his acting chops. If he beat out Cillian Murphy, it wasn't just because he's Robert Downey Jr. It has to be something to do with acting chops. Am I wrong to say that? Like,
it's also, in my opinion, a nod to the Marvel Handbook, because in the Marvel Handbook back in 1986, when they were like doing all the profiles of all the Avengers, anytime the Avenger had blonde hair and blue eyes, it was the same image. So Steve Rogers, Clint Barton, Johnny Storm, all had the same exact image. So the idea of Tony and Victor looking alike kind of, yeah, or just to confuse people. I don't know. I'm probably definitely looking way too much into it.
Nolan's my favorite. I would gladly prefer him not as Doctor Doom. Even if it is just like the Doombot thing, which would be cool. I prefer Nolan's work. I'd rather,
I have reasons to believe that that's probably not true. I went deep into leaks this week.
Did you?
Really? I'm not going to bring them up at all, but there's some deep leaks, guys. So
all right. I hope they're good. And
not bringing them up. I'm not going to be the guy that brings them up.
You gotta bring it up.
I have a whole storyline. It's not. I shouldn't do it. I should not do it.
I just hit my funny bone trying to be fucking funny, and it didn't work.
Wasn't funny. Was not funny. So we're gonna keep going. Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars directors confirm the films will draw inspiration from both Secret Wars comic runs. Jeremiah, can you give us a quick recap of each and their key differences?
First round, a bunch of people were plucked off of a planet. So this is Marvel Superhero Secret Wars from 1984. Plucked off of a planet, put on a battle world by the Beyonder, and they battled it all out, and Spider-Man ended up with a new costume. Yes, there it is. Secret Wars 8 behind Kyle's beautiful dome with his new beautiful wall. Can we get some love for Kyle's new beautiful background in the comments, please?
For anyone that's not seeing it, that's listening to us live here,
right.
It's a giant wall of comics. It looks like he's in a comic book store now. So
it's great. It's wonderful.
Yep.
If you join the Discord, I'll post a
shout out
picture.
Main Street Comics. Shout out Main Street Comics. Because he definitely got a full inspiration from Main Street Comics.
Oh yeah, no, it's a shop. It looks like a shop, yeah.
So that was the big thing. It was really just to sell comic books. But then in 2016. Wow, Jeremiah, what the fuck? 2016 Secret Wars. It was an incursion event. All these universes combined together to make Battle World. And the chief architect of that was Molecule Man. So with all this idea behind the Beyonder, and he hasn't been cast yet, or at least to our knowledge, do you think they're going to do Molecule Man instead of the Beyonder?
I think we're still getting a Beyonder, but I don't think we're getting it like right away. Like I think he's coming. I don't know
Okay.
because there was a whole rumor with like who's getting cast as that. Like it was like Henry Cavill at one point. So
Yep.
I feel like
Mhm.
that's the only. I guess maybe that's the only reason why I think it. If I didn't know that, I would say Malakumian. So I will say that much. So, but yeah, I don't know. Could be interesting. And then what about the other Secret Wars was Kirkman's run, right? Who is it? No, it wasn't Kirkman.
Hickman.
Hickman's
Yeah.
run. I've been watching too much Invincible.
First one was Jim Shooter with Bob Layton and John Betty on artwork, and
It's
the
so
second
good.
one was Jonathan Hickman with Assad Ribic on artwork. Which we got to
Gotcha.
see. We got to see Black Panther with the Infinity Gauntlet in that run. Could we see that again? Would you want to see that again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pass.
Definitely.
I don't know. I keep saying pass in the clips, and the clips are doing very well. And like I admit that I'm joking 2 seconds after saying it, and people are still commenting and saying very odd things. Someone said I look like I like the Kevin Smith's He-Man show. And that's a very specific thing for you to say when I was just joking about the Ninja Turtles, and then he proceeded to educate me on the Ninja Turtles. So pass for the clips.
I mean, to be fair, you're from New Jersey, so anything Kevin Smith does, you should definitely be for.
Yeah, I support it. Didn't watch it, but I support it.
I'm with that. I'm just drawing things in the chat here. I'll stop. Avengers. No, next note. Oops. Stan Lee, the final chapter, is in an upcoming documentary exploring the Marvel's icons' final years, highlighting the challenges he faced, including alleged mistreatment and exploitation. Through candid footage, it offers a deeper look at the man behind the legend. So yeah,
This is gonna hurt. I don't know if you guys saw the little preview that they posted. That was tough to watch, for sure. This documentary is being funded via Kickstarter, so you can check out their Kickstarter. You can become a producer if you wish. I don't think this documentary is going to be all happy. So there's that.
So
And
I have a story.
Oh no.
So this book and
can't see it.
Yes, you do.
Call it out. Name it.
So Secret Wars and oh man, what was the other book?
300.
It might be.
It was 300
in this book. I have a photo actually came up in Snapchat memories recently, and it was when we met Stan Lee, and it was me, Dimitri, my wife, in the line, and it was not cool. Like we were just like, hey, should we be doing this? Like, should we even be supporting this at this point? And that was like $300 a signature at that point. This was like, if I had to guess, like 2014, maybe 15. I don't know. It's a lot. We've been doing New York a lot, but
something like that.
Yeah, no, he was just not looking well. I think someone was even rubbing his shoulders. He was just completely slouched. And when we got up to get the signature, he did not look up. It was just sign, and they just were passing him the books. It was like a factory kind of setup. So it was pretty bad. So it's not surprising to see his documentary pop up. And yeah, it's gonna be a vibe killer for sure. Like I'm glad I popped up this little picture while we were mentioning it. But yeah, no, people are gonna see some different sides of things from that. I truly believe there's ample footage because I have some, and we were on a line of hundreds of people. So if I have some footage that would fit into this documentary, imagine the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Dark.
Did everybody see the clip?
Yeah, I saw the clip. It's
Yeah.
sad.
It's not even as
But
bad as like what I
He did-
witnessed. You know,
So the
like,
clip didn't make it seem like
Who was
like, it
that
seemed like
guy?
he was there. Like it didn't seem like he was like not there, you know. But if what you're saying is true, which I believe you, obviously,
Who was that guy making
Like-
him do all that stuff?
well, just a
Hmm.
behind the scenes producer, probably
somebody that's about
Yeah.
to get canceled really badly.
some producer that's overly controlling and yells at you all the time for not.
No,
putting
the other
notes in
guy.
His handler. It was his handler.
I heard that. I didn't yell at you today.
No, the other guy.
I'm just kidding.
I didn't do that today.
The guy
Could be,
filming?
could be.
No, the guy just like not taking him seriously. Like because Stanley
No,
wasn't joking in that
the
clip
bigger
at all.
guy.
Like the guy that said we get every penny out of you. That
We're
guy.
really focusing on this guy and his clip.
He's got to just be someone that works for.
There was like a heavier set guy, and I thought he was like a known person in the comic book space.
Oh no,
I didn't recognize him, so
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. Continue.
Sam's
That-
answered for you.
That's for next week's Dimitri's deep dive. We're gonna have you deep dive it, and you're gonna find out exactly who that person is.
Yeah.
You're gonna find his house, his address. You're gonna find it at it's Dimitri's segment, his own little thing that he does. So guys, all new Venom number 4 marks the first appearance of Rick Jones as sleeper agent. Kyle has a photo. I'm glad. I'm happy. I think it's a cool thing.
are you just glad that he's not Venom?
No.
Well, we know because Venom is Howard the Duck, right,
No.
Carlos? Venom is Howard the Duck.
Right, Carlos?
Venom
Gets
is
on that.
Iron Fist, and I'm living on that. It's 100% is Iron Fist. 1000%.
Rick Jones is too many fucking people. Rick Jones has too many. He's not Mick Foley, okay? He doesn't need this many different persona. Captain Marvel, A-Bomb, Sleeper Agent. I know I'm missing one, and someone's gonna give me shit. I forgot the other fucking alternate reality of
Oh,
Rick
I didn't
Jones.
realize he was all these.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
the
he
first
did.
Captain Marvel. Marvel used his body as a vessel. He was A-Bomb, and the only reason he became A-Bomb is because everyone figured out he was Red Hulk before they wanted to reveal it, and so that's why Thunderbolt Ross ends up being Red Hulk, which makes zero fucking sense if you read that original run.
Right, the story doesn't make sense, but
Yeah, because it was supposed to be Rick Jones, which is why Bruce got his powers, is because he was saving Rick Jones's life when he got hit with the gamma radiation. So if you want Rick Jones's first appearance, baby, it's Incredible Hulk number 1. Good fucking luck. It is without a doubt the hardest number 1 issue from early Marvel to get, from 60s Marvel to get. Let me rephrase.
So I
'cause
was
I know
going to
someone's
ask you
gonna
to give
fucking
us
be
a little
upset with me.
history. I was going to ask you to give us a little history about Rick Jones, but you kind of just did it.
yeah, you did a good job.
Yeah.
I'm so pissed. There's another alternate reality. I mean, alternate ego. Who is he?
I didn't know where he came from, like Rick Jones.
Oh, he's a
So-
side character in Hulk.
That's it. Yeah, why does he get so much like credit? It's like almost like Gwen Stacy. Like they're really making him like a lot for being just a side character.
I mean, he's always been like that guy.
I mean, is this what they intend to do with all of the?
Oh, he was also Bucky.
What?
Yeah.
How can you be
for a
Bucky?
hot
Bucky
second.
is Bucky. Bucky is Bucky. How do you become Bucky when you
So
that's a
when
whole other
Bucky
person?
in the 40s when Bucky died, in the 60s when they brought Captain America back, he dressed up as Bucky for a hot second to like.
Just casually
I
put on
think it
his
was-
clothes.
I think it was like an experiment to like get, if I'm remembering correctly, to like make Steve react to something.
Interesting.
That was from the Steranko run.
Give him
in
PTSD. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I think so.
that's messed up.
Very interesting.
Hey, Steve, remember your friend that died? Here he is.
Remember your
I'm
friend
in
that
his
you didn't
clothes.
save?
In its original clothes.
It's
Oh,
because of the commies.
it still has the bloodstains. Remember when you didn't save him?
So I'm thinking all of the list of one of these 4 is Venom. I'm thinking they're all going to get symbiotes, but not
That'd be
Venom.
cool.
And then Venom someone
Really?
else, like Howard the Duck.
Yeah, because in a like
Right,
the most
Carlos?
recent book, one of the most recent books, I think Toxin is looking for a new. Well, he's being held, so he's looking for a new person. So I don't think he's looking for someone, but I think to your point, he's going to
Right.
eventually get. They're not just going to leave him sidelined.
And I need to
and-
make sure I pick up those books before they sell out because Agent Anti-Venom is hanging out in issue 4. So I need to get to the shop.
Do you have a complete Agent Venom collection?
So I have a complete Agent Venom, but not complete once he became Anti-Venom. I thought I did, but I stopped keeping up because I didn't realize he was popping up. So like I have it because I have what was it? King in Black, I think is when he got
Mhm.
that suit, so and came back to life, through the hive mind, whatever it was.
Mm.
So yeah, after that I'm probably missing a few, but
Codex.
Agent Venom complete. Anti-Agent Venom probably missing a few, and then obviously what's coming out now I need to go grab.
Now, are you just collecting Flash Thompson Agent Venom? Because there's another Agent Venom that's like lingering around. That's
So that was technically an
forgot who.
alternate timeline. It was like
Right,
if
right.
King in Black succeeded, I believe. I do have all of that by default. And that was I can't recall her name, but that was Flash Thompson's like on and off girlfriend for a while, who was wearing Venom as Agent Venom at that time. So I do have it by default. Again, if she popped up somewhere else, I might be missing one or
Well, she popped
So-
up all through Venom War and
Oh
Venom,
god.
whatever, all the stuff I've
Yeah,
been
I
reading.
don't know if
all
I
the
need
Venom
all that.
stories, everything she's in.
I would say it's
they're both in it.
Flash Thompson complete from when he acquired Agent Venom, which is over there out of sight.
Yeah, it's next shelf up that we can't see, but I can see the very bottom of it.
Join the Discord and you'll see a full picture of my wall that I spent a lot of money on over the past 10 years. Maybe 15.
How much money do you think that wall's worth?
Yeah, we're not going to say that publicly. In the Discord, I might, but we're not going to say that publicly. My address is too much out there.
So yeah, Rick Jones is Sleeper Agent.
Where's I don't see Outcast.
I don't have any.
Where's
more.
Outcast #1?
There's none left. There's none left.
Why don't you have any left?
I purged all of them out of pure rage. I gave them away at a loss.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
Because I went so hard and they went so
Not cool,
negative
man.
so quickly.
So negative, so quickly.
The most overhyped book ever to exist.
Sadie
Lost
Sink.
its value. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Sadie Sink has been cast in the MCU's Spider-Man 4. Who could she be? Any notable redheads besides comic book accurate MJ?
She's Betty Brant.
Okay.
I'm calling it.
Who's Betty Brant?
Spider-Man's first love interest. She was also a secretary at the Daily Bugle.
Which he's definitely getting a job at in this movie.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, that's a good
Yeah.
call. Yeah.
She's got to be Betty Brant. I'm calling it.
Yeah. I think this leaves room for Paul to be introduced and MJ to become Jackpot.
No.
I hope not.
No,
I really
please.
hope not.
No.
I really hope not. If they do that, I'll stop. I'll stop.
Wouldn't
with
it
the
be
MCU.
so utterly racist if they were like, oh no, her name's Mary Jane? Like, Zendaya, your name was kind of Mary Jane, but really it wasn't. It just kind of was initials MJ. But this is the actual Mary Jane, because you're too busy doing Dune.
Would it be crazy to say that like maybe like that inspired his next love interest? You know, it's like he was forced to forget about this original MJ and and meets another MJ, which would be mildly weird.
I mean, they're not going to make her Gwen, because they're not going to dye her hair blonde because she's known now for the red hair.
Shit. Jean DeWolf was a redhead too. I mean, Betty Brant wasn't a redhead, but Jean DeWolf was.
Give us Jean DeWolf. Who is that?
Jean DeWolf was a love interest that ended up dying because of Spider-Man, and it led to Craven's Last Hunt.
Peter
I don't
Parker's
think he
not
can-
a good guy.
I don't think he can handle that right now. I don't think they would give a set. Like, he just lost his girlfriend because he was an asshole, and now he's gonna lose his girlfriend because he's an asshole.
So my real prediction, though, is Jean Grey, because they need to start inserting the X-Men into the MCU. That's my real prediction.
For what fucking reason would they put Jean Grey in a Spider-Man movie?
Just somehow overlapping in some odd way. That's my real guess.
No.
I don't like it.
And I have one
I
other
dig it.
guess.
Oh,
Is if they go, and this is like a far-fetched, like probably not real. If they go at all with,
the last one wasn't. The last one wasn't the
No.
far-fetched, not really.
no, Jean Grey, because they got to start inserting X-Men, and she was rumored before.
Get it.
As
All right,
Jean
so
Grey.
who's your real?
No, this is like the one that's like just nonsense. What if she's
Oh.
Mayday Parker?
From another universe?
Another universe, setting up secret wars that like there's variants are seeping through, timelines are seeping through, and the
Another
incursions are
universe
happening.
Mayday Parker would be cool.
That's like my real far fetched. Like the story
Fuck,
wouldn't
I
even
like
make
that.
sense. Yeah, it could be cool. I think just Jean Grey makes more sense because they need to insert, and they didn't say she had a big role either. It could be like a cameo. Like this is
That's
not
true.
rumor. This is news. It could just be news of a cameo to start hyping us up because we've heard nothing about it. So
I guess the only way they could do that, and it wouldn't make any sense, is if like they're around the same age and she goes to MIT for something, like, or like whatever, like they like cross paths, like a quick, oh hi, my name's Jean. All right, cool. So there you go.
oh wait, I might have actually just made it make sense.
Okay, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
She's a telepath. She can undo what Doctor Strange did because she can literally input it into people's minds. She can bring back the memories.
That would defeat the whole purpose of the whole movie then.
No, but he could seek her out maybe for that. Of like, you have the powers to unlock things in people's minds. Fix this. Again, cameo.
I do like that. I
don't know if I like it. I'm just trying to
I
make
don't
it work
want it
because
to
I believe
happen.
it. I got a
Yeah.
boom from Travis. Someone
Boom.
someone
I like
supports
Mayday
it.
Parker idea. I think that'd be cool. And I think Jeremiah's idea of her just being the girl that works at the Daily Bugle.
Oh yeah, Jeremiah's probably right for sure.
Start giving us
Okay.
the Daily Bugle
Also,
and giving us that side of it.
Strange versus Jean Grey. Strange is a puddle. Like he doesn't have a chance. He
Yeah.
doesn't have a hope in green hell
I agree.
against Jean. Juan showed up. Let's go.
Wait, we'll see what happens. But that's the nerdy news. Kyle, comic talk. It's comic book time. Talk about your comics, the ones that you read.
So since you've seen me last, I've read one comic book, but I've hung many comic books. I read the next issue of Miles. He's now in Wakanda. This is follow-up. He's still a vampire, but he's in Wakanda as a vampire with his fancy suit. And Black Panther's still kind of testing him in his fancy suit to make sure he doesn't try and suck on him.
Hate that you say that. Like,
Cody Ziegler doesn't miss. That's all I'm saying.
Suck on these.
Anyone else read anything?
I read Ultimate Universe, or what's the book called? I don't even know. It's
Oh yeah. Can you mark those as unread? Because I'm severely behind.
I
and I can't
did.
figure out where I was.
I
Please.
did mark it.
Like I was gonna
unread.
text you at 2 a.m. of like I can't sleep and I can't read because everything marked red.
You know what's funny? Is I read it at 2:00 in the morning.
Did you really?
So when you were looking at it, that like I just finished the book and I untagged it. So like that's actually really funny. But the Ultimates, that's what it's called. So
Yes.
I read the Ultimates. number 5, number 6. I don't know which one I'm on because now you're confusing me on how you did this. I'm looking, guys. I'm so sorry. It's 7.
The most
I'm on
recent
issue
one
7.
that's 3 months behind.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
Yes, 3 months behind, issue 7. Yeah, it's still going good. Still like it. Still like kind of the direction how they're I guess they're exploring a world without having Tony. Oh, sorry, spoilers to Kyle who's behind me on that. I didn't think about that one. So yeah, they're just trying to figure that out. But then they find out maybe that's not the case at the end, huh? I don't know. I love the art. I love everything about it. But then it like had me thinking about how like I don't give any attention to anything other than Ultimate Spider-Man. Like you just mentioned Wakanda. Haven't really read any Ultimate Black Panther since the beginning. Ultimate X-Men fell off completely.
So here's a fun question. Which is better? I mean, obviously it's a little off because we haven't read all of it and we're not up to date, but which do you prefer? The new Ultimate Universe or the Absolute Universe?
Oh, wait, Absolute Universe DC
versus the new Ultimate, right? The current Ultimate.
Okay, so they haven't given me an absolute Justice League yet, so I can't compare against that. I like the super team that they've created in Ultimate Avengers and what they're going through. Like the Ultimates, like I like that. I don't like really anything else that's kind of going around that. I would still have to give it to Absolute Wonder Woman, which is crazy for me coming from someone that's never read or liked a Wonder Woman book, and now I'm like obsessed over this Absolute Wonder Woman book.
Never liked a book about a woman.
No.
Well, you can edit it to where he says that.
I will.
Just saying.
No, there's plenty of women that I enjoy. There's plenty. I can't name them all. There's so many.
I think just based on the current tapestry, you have to give it to the Ultimate Universe because it is such a much better woven and detailed tapestry versus Absolute. I think this question needs to be revisited again in 6 months.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I'll ask it once a month even. I mean, I'm leaning towards Ultimate simply because of Spider-Man, but it's also just because that is the most relatable character. Like similar age to where we're at. Like he has kids. Like
speak for yourself.
Mary Jane is annoying. You know what I mean?
You have a
like
cat. It's your baby. Your cat's your baby. It's okay.
Yeah,
we have
but
dogs.
it just is. It's a little more relatable than Batman, because like Batman's broke now, but he's also like somehow buffer. So like, cool. Like you kind of gave me one thing back of like you're not super rich. Like thanks. Like now it's more relatable that way. But now he's so big and I'm so obese. It's like, come on, you know.
But I feel like Batman, Superman, like I've never had a DC character where I felt relatable with. Like,
yeah, because you're not rich or you can't fly.
Yeah,
that's
like
all DC characters are.
Yeah.
They're either rich or they can fly. There's no in between.
Yeah, like at least Marvel can feel a lot more grounded. I don't know. Oh, you know what I'd like to actually bringing back Ultimate Universe. This whatever 7 brings up Daredevil, so finally we get to see a Daredevil in that, so that's actually kind of cool. So I'm not going to ruin that, but you see
don't
Daredevil.
say anything about that one. That's
yeah,
me and Jeremiah got to get there naturally.
yeah, so issue 7, I couldn't think of the word
Daredevil,
issue. It's crazy. Issue 7,
Daredevil,
your first Daredevil appearance for the Ultimate Universe. Other than, doesn't he show up in something else? Isn't he in Spider-Man yet, or no? No, he's not in Spider-Man yet, right? No. Nope. Maybe one day. Anyways, that's, I guess, everyone in the chat, feel free to comment what you've been reading, and we'll talk about it later on. Discord and whatnot. It'll be a good time.
I will get to One World Under Doom when it is done. It's one of those things that I don't want to read as
Same.
it's coming out because
I heard it's really good though. I heard
that's
it's
why
very,
it's gonna
very
hurt
good.
me.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that to
Yeah.
be done.
Yeah. I know recent news brings up a certain team is, so that was the most recent news I heard about the book. So I'm not saying what team, but there's a team that will. Anyways, Dimitri, have you read anything? Okay, all right, moving on.
I'm working my way through Spirit and Judge Dredd in between moving and working. So I think I'm in 1943 for Spirit, and I think I'm in 2106 for Dredd. Not 100% sure.
Gotcha. All right. So, oh, what was that? Someone hit their mic.
Jeremiah.
I guess that's everything. Daredevil Born Again. This is time to shine.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, we're here, episode 3. It's finally happened.
Before spoilers, what's our rating for the episode?
Episode 3.
Ooh.
Yep.
I'll give it a 0 because I haven't listened or I haven't watched it yet.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ. All right, Kyle, what's your rating?
I don't know, because I was gonna make a joke about Pierre being like, well, he didn't put on his Daredevil suit, so it's a 0. But yeah, it's like a 7.5 or 8. It was very, very solid.
8,
certain parts
8
I was
for
like,
sure. 8 in my opinion. All right, moving on to spoilers.
Spoilers.
So we are going to talk spoilers.
Daredevil Born
Spoilers
Again.
coming.
Episode 3 spoilers.
So
Spoilers.
first things first, we get a shout out to someone's dad, Mr. Morales.
That was my thing to say. I was excited about that. Now, oh man, this is no way I could say this. Pierre, you should have been saying this, well, not me.
What?
It is a common name.
It is. But how many cops?
Right.
Yeah.
He's a police officer and Morales.
They could have chosen
and he's a good
any
dude,
other
apparently. Because he
Yeah.
agreed.
And when they make these shows, when they make these movies, the names they choose, there's a reason. The numbers they choose is a reason. It's not random. It's all done on purpose. Now, if it's a name you don't recognize, it's probably paying homage to someone who's either working on the show or worked on the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So if it's not a famous comic creator name, that's what's going on with that. So most likely was a nod to Miles. Moving on from that, it's a very heartwarming / sad episode. We get a nice story about the White Tiger and him explaining back home in Puerto Rico, and with the ending, unfortunately the end of it was due to the actor passing away. Mm-hmm. I think we were to get a lot more White Tiger out of this. Yeah. And if anything, it will lead to someone else taking up the mantle. So we'll get the female White Tiger.
Well, they mentioned his niece
sooner rather than later. Yes, which is
his niece. That's
I believe she is.
Yeah,
she is who becomes.
Because I remember that Spider-Man cartoon. It was Spider-Man,
was
White Tiger, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I think that we're gonna get her in Spider-Man. I think that's my guess because they're trying to keep him grounded. So I feel like that'd be a perfect place to put her, where it'd be grounded.
Okay.
Have her fight in the city.
Yeah, because the Amity's not overpowered.
No. It doesn't make you stupid strong, but it does make you stronger.
No.
I love the court scenes. The court scenes were so good. And I got to give them credit. We're 3 episodes in, and they're doing a great job of mending a bunch of different runs together. Charles Soule's run and Chip Zdarsky's run and Mark Waid's run, all 3 of those runs, they're taking very strong elements of. So I got to give them credit for how good of a job they're doing with that. I'm definitely interested and sitting on the edge of my seat to see what's next. Obviously, we got the cameo at the end of the episode, which clearly isn't what they're trying to make it out to be. So
Yeah,
I don't want to ruin it for Pierre. So
It's okay. You can.
it's in the notes. He read it by accident.
oh yeah. So we see the Punisher logo. But it's
But it's
clearly
not the
the
Punisher?
police. It's the police Punisher logo.
Yeah,
It's the one that all the guys have tattooed on themselves because they think they're the Punisher. Because we step in when the law can't. That's
Does
not
that-
your job.
Does that happen in the comics at some point? Is there like
Yes.
a police? That's exciting.
And that's when Punisher confronts him as I'm a criminal.
You want me
Like
to give you the hottest take that I'll ever give you? It's not even a hot take. You want me to just give you something that like is gonna really
wanna give me some
irk your
spice?
bones? It's gonna irk your bones.
Oh boy.
I've never read a Daredevil book ever. Not even one. It's gonna irk your fucking bones.
No, don't throw things.
Not even one Daredevil book.
You haven't read a
Really?
single Daredevil issue.
Not one. Not even one. So
Oh.
I just want to make this for a clip, right? Give us your top 3 books that someone that's never read a Daredevil book should read.
Right,
Like, where do
not
you
because the show, like not ones that might tie to the show, just the 3
Yeah, just
best
top
ever.
3.
Ooh. All right. So number 3, Daredevil 181, Death of Elektra. It's right on the cover. That's what happens, but it's very, very important. Travis, I'm doing single issues. So first up, the third issue would be Daredevil 181. The second would have to be Daredevil Volume 6, number 4, which is the Chip Zdarsky run. And then lastly it won the Eisner. It's such a great Daredevil issue. Daredevil Volume 3, number 7. Yes, it's a Rivera book. Don't give me shit for that. It captures Matt in the absolute perfect way. When someone is out of their element, that is when they're really tested. And it does such a fantastic job with that issue. So if you're going to read any 3 Daredevil issues, those are the 3 that I will pick. So that's 181, Volume 6, number 4, which really goes into the relationship between him and other street level characters, specifically the Punisher, and then Daredevil Volume 3, number 7.
What would be your series, your go-to Daredevil series?
It's going to be the Wade run.
One Daredevil series, which one would it be?
The Wade run. The Wade run is a total of 58 issues, and it does the best job of the humanity of Matt, because the Miller run implemented a bunch of new elements to it, and as much as Wade likes to touch on them, he really gets to the heart of who Matt is. Chip Zdarsky's run was a love letter to Miller's run. It is a fantastic run, don't get me wrong, but definitely. Dan, I love you lots, but yes, Wade run over Miller's run all day, in my opinion. His battle with depression in the Wade run is such a big part of him, because it's his version of going on the religious run, because a lot of people use Matt's religion as a crutch in their runs, whereas Wade didn't, but he used his depression as the equivalent. And it's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
Might have to check
We'll
all
cry.
these things out. Might have to check them out. They're all in the app, so that's a good thing about this, is all these older Daredevil books I can actually read, So
Yeah.
Dan in the chat, to each their own, but I get enough of that battle with depression.
IRL.
Oh wait. In real life, sorry, I didn't read that part.
Yeah.
His own battle of depression.
Ugh.
But like it shows him winning. It shows him winning. And like that's something that I want to strive for. Like that's the reason. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
So I did pull you away a little bit from Daredevil. There was one last thing on that from this episode. I guess it's actually episode 1. So
Yes.
fans notice, and no one noticed it until now, which is kind of crazy. But that's how much detail and thought they put into this. But there's a blue 468 that appears, possibly referencing Daredevil number 468, where Foggy's death was an FBI cover-up. This Easter egg has fans speculating his death in the show is staged, teasing a surprise return. Do we agree?
I do now. I miss the address. And like I was saying, like they don't do these numbers on accident. So I definitely think Foggy is going to show up in the 9th episode.
So there's 2 things though. They said that episode 1 was technically supposed to be episode 3. And it was a switcheroo, right? The other thing is Foggy's been confirmed for season 2. So yes, it could just be
Where
flashbacks.
you got to say that? It could just be flashbacks. You are
Could just be
correct. It could just be flashbacks.
But I think it moving to issue 1 confirms that he is dead. If they left it as they left it as episode 3, right? It would have been more dragging out of like, we kind of assumed something happened to him because like you would have seen Karen upset and like them not talking and whatnot, and then saw how it happened. But I think them moving it solidifies that now he's dead. And maybe the number was put there in case they wanted to do this as a nod, or just to make us talk about it because we give everyone free advertisement with our, 50 views on this YouTube video. But
Yep,
I don't see it. I don't see it happening.
I still think Eldon is the best casting Marvel has ever done for a character. Eldon as Foggy is still, in my opinion, the best casting, period.
Yeah. Very good. Very good, Foggy. Hate to see him go. So with that, I'm going to take us into the last segment of the night. And that's rumors, baby. We mentioned this before. The rumor of Marvel giving us an X Academy show. But we wanted to ask you, Jeremiah, who are the X Academy?
Oh, motherfuck. I don't know.
Yeah, I did it.
Mutants.
I did it. I added last
and
minute
this
on
is-
purpose.
Got him. We
We
got
so
him,
my
folks.
my guess is magic's involved. Am I right?
I have no idea. I didn't put you on the spot to
You
correct.
can't.
I just put you on the spot
can't
for fun.
set a bomb to go off against me and not have the answer to it.
They're young
Well-
and they're hip, and I think the book was from like early 2000s. I don't know.
We got something for you to research now, Jeremiah.
A
So,
lot. My wife and her best friend just showed up into my office for some reason.
Tell them to jump on the
you
line.
got champagne.
Yeah, we're here to watch.
You're not here to watch. You're here to leave. Oh my god.
you can drink
Um,
champagne. Drink a little champagne. Come on. Drink a little champagne, Jeremiah.
Are you still researching? You don't have to do this right now. I've already
Yeah,
had
no,
my
you're
fun.
good.
We can move on.
We're
All
good.
right, moving on then. Yeah.
We want your
I've-
research for next time. We just wanted to stump you.
I felt
No.
success. It tasted nice.
I
and
just
we're good.
got double banged because like you
Wow.
sat at chat for, and then randomly my wife walks in holding champagne.
You
Like,
brought
what the
drinks.
fuck?
She's celebrating my success.
Yep, she was in on it too. We told her, all right, now go in. Cue the wife. It's like that show. What's it? The pranksters. What are they called?
Punked
No. Well, I guess
or
Punk'd,
practical
but-
jokers.
Yeah,
Practical
practical joke. All right, go in now. Anyways, moving on. Jesse Plemons is rumored to be in the running to play Beast in the X-Men reboot. I don't know who the hell that is.
Please. And Please, and make him Cat Beast. Please make him fucking Cat Beast. That's we need that more than any other version
but
of
This
Beast.
is perfect. This is perfect casting.
I
Wow.
kind of feel like he's a little old for the role now. Just not by my standard, but by the movie standards for X-Men for students. But I guess he's a teacher, right? He's a professor.
Yeah, and like Cat
So-
Beast would be perfect. They wouldn't have to do too much CGI because he's kind of got that fucked up face a little bit. And he when he's Cat Beast, he wears a very like big suit, so they didn't have to do the hair that much. They don't have to do much of the fur. It's just basically his hands and his head and his gross ass feet.
CGI
I'm not happy
or
with Cat
practical?
Beast. I'll be honest with you here.
Practical. If they do Cat Beast, they have to do practical.
Why do you want Cat Beast over just regular Beast? What is this Cat
'Cause-
Beast?
It just
A Cat Beast is just cooler, and it's like astonishing X-Men Beast.
I have a
and-
question for you, actually. This is completely derailing, and then I want to read something from the private chat. So Beast's look has changed over the years, right?
Correct.
Was that always the intent because he's evolving, or did that come later down the line as an explanation because different artists just had different renditions?
So it became part of the canon around the 40s issues of X-Men.
Oh,
when
okay. So
he's
it's like
first
original. I
starts
thought it was
turning blue.
like
Yeah.
15 years ago. They
Um,
were like, let's make sense of him always being a different size and having a different face.
No,
So it's
nope,
original.
been a
Okay,
thing
that's
for
cooler.
a really long time.
I like that.
It also led to Dark Beast becoming a thing in Amazing Adventures, and then obviously we get Dark Beast from AOA, Age of Apocalypse. So
Mm.
yeah,
So
Beast is
Dimitri,
such a great X-Men.
Dimitri's lagging so bad that he's helping us with the prior rumor in the private chat. But he's saying that team was Beast, Wolverine, Icarus. I don't know that character. Oh no, it's a typo. Armor. Yeah, so it could
Anal.
introduce.
Anal.
I think it was supposed to be Armor.
Oh, everyone watch out for anal. I wonder
But
what
yeah,
his
so-
powers are.
I mean, if that's the way to introduce Armor, that's cool.
Give me Armor. Give
really
me
like
Marrow.
Armor.
Give me
I
anal.
love Marrow.
Oh,
Is
I've
that
seen-
anal?
I've seen that little
Oh,
guy
no.
before.
That's Icarus. That's Icarus. That's not anal. I
No,
don't think
no.
anal's a real thing. I mean, it might be, but not this.
Why is my
Alright,
wife
sorry.
getting drunk right now? She works tomorrow.
Don't question that. Why am I opening a bottle of tequila after this? Don't question that.
It's Beast Boy.
It's literally Beast Boy. All right, so I mean, listen, the team has it might work. It might work, but they've tried this before with newer X-Men things and it just didn't work out. Like that show that like got canceled after like 5 episodes. Remember it was like a scary X-Men show or movie or some shit and it like bombed completely and no one heard about it. Yeah, exactly. No one's even got comments on it. Marvel is reportedly considering Mikey Madison for a role in the MCU.
Who's Mikey Madison?
Mikey Madison. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, sorry. That
Oh!
was the picture I meant to have. Because it's she. And she's got a
Psylocke.
no.
Yeah, Lila.
She's got a
Kitty Pryde.
yeah. Like she's got more of like a
Okay.
Kitty Pryde kind of look, like
That's 2 people saying Kitty Pryde, so I think
a
it's gonna
Squirrel Girl. Even
happen.
What's
my
Kitty
God, a
Pryde's
squirrel girl.
actual X-Men name?
Shadowcat.
Oh, good job!
I like Kitty
did
Pryde a
not
lot.
think you knew that.
She
I
might
was gonna
be
say the
top.
power of pride.
Like I think it's like Wolverine because I'm short. Storm because just the power level, and then Kitty Pryde. Like I think that's my rank top
Because
3.
Ah.
she's Jewish, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I like this for Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl.
Right?
though.
Yeah. Like I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but
I don't
I get
know
what you're
anything about
saying, yeah.
Squirrel Girl, but like I would take it. Like that'd be fun. So I like the power. Like the fact that you control squirrels is hilarious.
so I'm breaking the notes right now. No one pay attention to that.
All right. Well, here's another
So let's
one.
talk about Squirrel Girl. She's defeated Thanos, Wolverine, Galactus, and she was Luke Cage and Jessica Jones's babysitter for baby Danny. And she got the job by beating Wolverine.
Huh.
Which that is a fantastic issue where they're interviewing people for the babysitting role. And they're interviewing D-Man, and he starts crying, asking if Captain America ever talks about him.
That's sad. poor D-Man. Remember when we speculated that we were like, oh, maybe it's not Daredevil coming. It's
Yeah.
D-Man.
I mean, that was definitely clickbait.
Nah,
For sure.
I bought the first appearance. I have the first appearance.
You did. You
Yep.
did.
Went out and bought it. That's when I was making entirely way too much money for myself and just buying random things that I didn't need. So anytime you mention something, I bought it, Jeremiah. Every single time.
If that were the case, you'd have more Daredevil issues.
Oh! Rumor
Sorry,
has it
the
that
notes have
Avengers
changed.
Secret Wars will introduce the Thor Corpse. A powerful
Core!
group-
It's core! You don't pronounce the P! Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I read it wrong. Rumor has it that Avengers Secret Wars will introduce the Thor Corps, a powerful group of Thors from across the multiverse. I read that. I don't want that, to be honest with you.
For everyone
Oh.
who is hoarding issue 2 of the 2016 Secret Wars run, I hope they're right for you. But I don't think that we're getting this.
No. But if we get Throg, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. So just saying that. So I will lose my
Because you
mind.
had his first appearance.
I do have his first appearance. Now, I just want to mention one quick thing. Because I read this. There's a book, right? And Jeremiah, you might have read this, but this is Thanos Annual #1. And it was a book where Thanos picked a random guy and just screwed with him for every year of his life. Did you ever read
Dave.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
David.
Yeah, I heard about this. Did you hear about this, Kyle?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
Thanos
Annual
for
#1.
a human
okay.
named David.
Yeah,
No.
he just picks on this guy since he was a kid for literally his whole life.
No, he missed
until
one
it just-
birthday because of the Avengers.
Yeah, he missed
Every
one
year on
birthday.
his birthday, he comes and fucks with him.
Just takes
Jeremiah
time out of his
cat.
day.
told me about this actually.
Yeah,
That's how I know. That's the only way.
It's messed up. I just found out about it. I'm like, what? Like he really took his time out to just ruin this kid's life. It's fucked up.
I think he ends up becoming friends with Thanos' kid, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be wrong there.
Huh. All right. Anyways, that's our show, guys. That's Panaloids. That's us. That's what we do, right? So just want to take a moment to shout out a few awesome people from the Discord. Big thanks to Travis from Travis's Comic Haven for sending out some awesome decals. And these Funkos right above, where are they? Yep, right there. His shoulder.
Oh!
Yep. That's him there.
I
Jeremiah's
have them
leaving.
too, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah's drinking champagne off camera right now. Oh no, he's right there. You see him.
He's bitching that I wasn't putting them together. Are you happy, Travis? Are you happy?
Are you happy now? So yeah, big thanks to that. Shout out to Juan Reed's Comics for not only bringing in some great new Discord members, but also tracking and mapping out where everyone is, working toward the goal of having a member in every state. Watch his videos to see the map. I think the latest one was I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know where that pin was, but I did watch it. I just don't remember exactly where it was. But huge
Missouri.
appreciation to him. And was it Missouri? Nice. Shout out Missouri. Huge appreciation to Discord Daddy for putting up with Kyle's nonsense and for teaming up with Juan on soon to be released spin-off show to bring even more community interaction. We're spreading ourselves all over the internet for you guys. And Dan Dan Crary, our
think he
man
left.
who hooks
That's
us
fine.
up with not only the greatest guests for interviews, but also the most badass exclusives delivered right to our door. It's okay if I say his name wrong because that's my thing. I say names wrong. So if you've been watching
That
the
is
show
true.
long enough, that is my thing. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and leave a review. It really helps us out. And if you haven't already, join our Discord for nonstop comic talk. We're live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, same time, same place. See you next time.